If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get alerts when we introduce new videos.
Functional overview of LoRa. If we take a look at our architecture, you can see we have our IoT network and we have our OT network. Key thing here really is to understand that the LoRa network is going to be connecting through to services on the back end through our IoT controller and then out to our gateway and our devices on the edge. So the real key thing here to understand is that the IoT controller is acting functionally as the aggregation point for all of the data and the management interface for all of the sensors within the network. So as we look at the LoRa network, we have our end nodes. So these will be devices that are distributed throughout the area that are doing a range of different IoT sensor type functionality. So they could be anything from location-based services to temperature, humidity, or environmental monitoring, through to more mundane things like trash detection or fluid level detection, or even things like parking monitor detection as well. We can also do the same sort of functionality we have within a Zigbee network, things like door, motion, and other kind of more localized networking sensors can be detected. Those then run into our concentrator or our LoRa gateway, and these are all connected typically through our local area network or through a wider area network using either 3G, 4G or an Ethernet backhaul type technology. We support a range of different vendors here on the concentrator or the gateway side, and anything that supports the Semtech packet forwarder can be supported within the RUCKUS network LNS. The next section is really where all of the aggregate data comes. So the end nodes are communicating through the gateway, and the gateway is connected into the network server, the LoRa network server in this particular case, which is running as an agent within the IoT controller. So we actually have insights within the IoT controller of everything that's going on outside of the LoRa device, both from a gateway and from an end node perspective. Additionally, then we also then bring the data out of the LoRa network server into our application server. So today we can bring that out and into our rules engine. We can bring it out as a generic data stream and send it to third-party application servers, or we can feed it into any partner's application LoRa server that we work with. So as we look at our IoT controller interface, you can see outlined basically everything that is going on within the system. So we can actually now take a look here now and add in any additional functions or capabilities that we're interested in. So for example, here we're looking at LoRa network devices, and we can actually take a look at those and see we have two LoRa network gateways attached into our platform. We can also then come into our LoRa network server, and we can get an overview within our dashboard of our LNS. So we can see we have an overview of traffic, we can see the routers or the gateways that are configured, and any devices. So again, we can go into our management and we can see any devices that are attached into our gateway, into our LoRa network server, and we can bring those up onto a map and show the lat long of where those devices are located within the world, using the lat and long either of the onboard GPS within the gateway, or more specifically it might be through manually set configuration. So we can also here add new devices, we can delete an existing device, or we can go in and configure an existing device. So here we can see the information around this specific gateway that is connected to the LNS. We can then look at the modification, we can change the configuration of that device, so we can see its name, we can see its latitude, longitude, kind of details that are available on that device. We can see when the device was last seen, so we have all its configuration, its name. We can see that the T means it's connected now. We can see who the owner of that device is, the region and the GPS location, its MAC address, and that it is connected. So we can see here the UDP data stream that is sending that data into the LNS, and a whole lot of information about the time it was last seen, last time it sent messages, those kind of information. From the other side, we also have our devices. So devices are connected to the LNS through the gateway. So here we can see we have a single device connected, and we can see its current state, its configuration settings. Devices use three pieces of information. They use the EUID, they use a network key, and an app key depending on the version, and then obviously it's join EUI as well. So these are specific and provided by the device manufacturer and are unique to that device to provide security and safety between bringing devices into managed networks. Then we can also take a look at that specific device in detail. So we can see now its device address within the LoRa network that we've created, its class, its number of packets that have been sent in both directions, and the last time a packet was seen from that device. And again, we can open that and we can take a look now at more detail and actually see the packets that are going in and out of that device. So we can go in and look for the last hour or 2 hours or however long we need to for the device. So here we can see, the last time the device was seen. We can see the packet and the payload. So we can open this packet and we can now see the date and timestamp, the EUID of the device that sent the request, the counters regarding up and downstream, the frequency that it was operating on, and then the payload, the message that was sent from the device to the LoRa network server for the application server to then process and deal with, as long as and also including a whole load of additional information about the RSSI and information which can be used for triangulation and location-based services. So that's a very high level of what's available within the IoT controller, and now what we'll do is we'll actually go in and demonstrate how you can onboard the device and the gateway into the LNS, and then how we can read that data out.